Bonjour à tous and welcome to Learn French with Vincent. This is Unité 13, leçon V. And in this lesson, we'll end the series of videos about le pluriel des noms composés. Okay, and we'll see actually three different type of noms composés in this video. Okay, so we'll start with the first one. And the first one, actually it will be un nom composé. So the first part will be un nom, then the second part will be une préposition, and the last part will be un complément. Okay, so don't worry, we'll see an example. And in that case, well, in like 90% of the cases, the rule will be that it will be only le premier nom that will take the mark of the plural. Okay, so we'll see just one example. Un arc-en-ciel. Okay, so it's actually quite interesting. So the meaning is here, rainbow, and if you have a look, so you've got first arc, and then you've got the préposition, and after that you've got le complément, ciel. Okay, and so if we respect the rule that we saw previously, it's only the first part here, so le nom arc, that will take the mark of the plural, and then it will be S. Okay, so you will have un arc-en-ciel, and then the plural form, des arcs-en-ciel. Okay, you can see that as usual we don't really pronounce this final S, so phonetically it's almost the same, but then we've got this liaison between the two, des arcs-en-ciel. Okay, second situation, un nom formé d'une préposition or un préfixe et d'un nom. Okay, and so in that case, le nom prend la marque du pluriel. Okay, so we'll see an example. And it's a good example and quite useful here. Une demi-heure. Okay, so demi is half, and then heure, hour. Okay, so in that case, you get this demi first, and then you get this heure. Okay, and so if we respect the rule that we saw, it will be only le nom, like here, so heure, that will take here the plural. So you will have to put the S at the end of heure, and you don't touch this prefix demi in that case. Okay, des demi-heures. Une demi-heure, des demi-heures. Okay, and last but not least, un nom formé d'une phrase, locution adverbiale, de verbe ou d'infinitif. Okay, and in that case, the good thing is that you don't need to touch the word at all. Okay, so it will stay the same whether it's at the singular form or at the plural. And then just wanted to give you this beautiful one. It's one of my favorite, un je ne sais quoi. Okay, well, it's quite used in English as well, but then I just wanted to give you maybe a more clear translation. Okay, so un je ne sais quoi, and then if we respect the rule, then des je ne sais quoi, so you don't touch at all the word, you just put it like that, no S. Okay, and then phonetically, of course, it's the same pronunciation. Okay, un je ne sais quoi, des je ne sais quoi. And that's it. Youpie youpie, it's over. If you want to check or to have more videos, then they are right here on YouTube, and then like me on Facebook. I will be so happy. If you want more material, then you can find it right here, www.imagier.net. Have a great day. Bye bye.